We begin a new and entirely new Sefer, the Sefer Devarim, the last of the 5 books of Moshe Rabbeinu. Our Sefer begins, Eila hadvarim asher diber Moshe el kol Yisrael be'evar hayarden. These are the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. Rashi tells us that living inside each one of these words is a specific piece of Mussar, a specific piece of rebuke to his people. His parting words, his last charge to the people before they enter into the land without him. Medrash Rabbah tells us that Eila Hadvarim, these are the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. His pieces of Mussar could also be referring to a famous verse in Mishlei. Quote, Chav Ches, Chav Gimel, Moichiach Adam Acharei Chen Yimtze Memachlik Lashon. Someone who gives rebuke, a Mochiach, Adam Acharei Chen Yimtze, he will find favor. Mimachlik Lashon, from the one who uses his tongue for flattery. The person who gives rebuke will find favor in your eyes after some time, more than the person who flatters you with your praises. The Medrash continues, saying, who's the Mochiach? Who is our Roife? Who is the doctor, the specialist? Moshe Rabbeinu. Who is the person looking for some advice, for some rebuke? The Jews, Klal Yisrael. And who is the flattering, blandish tongue? That is Bilam, who told us, you guys are great, ma'toivu ohelecha Yaakov, and only continued to try to tear us down. Rabbi Yerucham points out that in all of Moshe Rabbeinu's Mussar, there was nothing mentioned about be careful going forward. There was nothing mentioned about what Klal Yisrael was currently doing. It was merely a giloi, a revelation of past sins. Mussar, a giloi, a complete exposure of previous flaws, shortcomings. The entire topic of giving criticism, hocheach tocheach es amisecha, is not in the scope of this conversation because it's really a large topic. When to do it, how to do it, if at all to do it. We find that only Moshe and Yaakov Avinu gave Mussar at the very end of their lives. So clearly it's not something that we should use half-heartedly. However, when Moshe Rabbeinu finally gives us his truth, gives us his parting words, there's nothing of the present and the future. It's all referring back to previous mistakes. And you did the Egel Hazav, which came from a certain root of too much money. And then you went and sent in spies, and that was because you didn't trust in God. All previous faults. Says Rabbi Yerucham Levovitz, that's exactly right. That's exactly how Mussar goes. Mussar is supposed to remove the curtain and unearth all previous faults to look at them with a true and honest eye. A Yetzer Hara is capable of enabling us to think of, we're perfect. We've never sinned. That's why step 1 in any recovery program is we have admitted that we are powerless over whatever it is and that our lives have become unimaginable. Step 1 to any amount of growth is a truthful recognition of a shortcoming. Mussar focuses on the past. We're saying a chiddush. Mussar is not about the future. That comes memela, that comes naturally. Mussar is about clarifying where it is that I struggle. Mesilas Yesharim begins with zehirus. Zehirus with thinking and delving and having introspection about what is it that I need to fix. What are my ma'alos and what are my chesronos? Moshe Rabbeinu's Mussar focuses nothing on the future, but all about the past. Recognizing your past and your specific talents and your specific shortcomings is ground zero to your greatness. And conversely, Bilam HaRasha, constantly praising us. Look at his blessings of Klal Yisrael. They nearly made it into the liturgy of the Siddur. But he had nothing practically productive for Klal Yisrael. He just wanted to watch us burn. A true friend, somebody who can bring out somewhere that you struggle, you should give him a hug and say, thank you, Reb Yid. Now I can begin to grow. Eila Hadvarim, these are the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. Mussar on the past. Klal Yisrael accepting the criticism and looking to grow. Moichiach ze Moshe. Eila hadvarim, and these are the words of Moshe. Rebuke, bringing out our flaws to spur us on to success. Not some half-hearted compliment that's mere flattery and leads us nowhere. Acceptance is our vart. Acceptance is our beginning. Recognition of our previous shortcomings. For without recognition of our inadequacies, there can be no victory.